Today I'm going to be talking to you about child abuse. According to the National Children's Alliance, nearly 700,000 children are abused annually, and the most common form of a child abuse is neglect. Today I'll be telling you about 3 different types of child abuse and what you should look out for to be able to report these types of cases. The first type of child abuse I'll be reporting or telling you about is physical abuse. Physical abuse consists of hitting, smacking, slapping, punching, kicking, pulling hair, shaking, or burning a child, so on and so forth. And according to the hotline.org, physical abuse is any intentional act causing injury or trauma to another person or animal by way of bodily contact. In most cases, children are the victims of physical abuse. And according to the American SPCC, 4.1 million abuse cases were reported. 18.3% of those reports were children that were physically abused. The next type of abuse I will be telling you about is sexual abuse, which could be rape, molestation, or sexual violence. Sexual abuse is unwanted sexual activity with perpetrators using force, making threats, or taking advantage of victims not able to give consent, according to the APA.org. And according to D2L.org, about 1 in 10 children will be abused before their 18th birthday. 1 in 7 girls and 1 in 25 boys will be sexually abused before their 18th birthday. In a year, there could be 400,000 babies born in the U.S. that will become victims of sexual abuse if we don't do something about it. The third type of abuse, which is the most common, is neglect, which just on a small spectrum could be poor hygiene, the child is always hungry, they're not properly dressed for the weather, and they're always left alone or unattended by an adult. Child neglect is any confirmed or suspected egregious act or omission by a parent or other caregiver that deprives a child of basic age-appropriate needs, according to the psychologytoday.com. Of the 3,534,000 cases reported of child abuse and neglect, around 678,000 were for maltreatment in 2018. In total, that is 60.8% of neglected children, according to the acf.hhf.gov. Today, I chose to talk to you about child abuse and the different types of child abuse because I know a few of us in a class are parents and we do have children, or even if we don't have children, I'm pretty sure that most of us are around children at some point in time, even if you're just out in public. There is no right person or no wrong person to report child abuse. So if you see child abuse, please say something. Children don't ask to be here. They didn't ask to be born. So them being abused is not okay and it's not right at all. So if you see something, say something. You can always remain anonymous when reporting child abuse to CPS, so no one will know who reported them, but it's definitely not okay to let child abuse keep going on, no matter what type of child abuse it is. Me personally, I'll definitely report it. I've had to do something like that growing up with one of my friends. I was never personally ever abused as a child, but I had a couple of friends that had a couple of patchy times in their lives. And at one point in time with one of my friends, since I wasn't old enough at that time, my mom and I talked about it, and we did have to report what was going on because of the job she was at. She was required to report when there was any type of child abuse going on, and because of that, we were able to get my friend removed from the home of the family member that was caring for her. She moved in with another family member, so on and so forth. But thankfully, she came out of that very strong. She, has her own child now, that she doesn't put her through what she went through, which is a really good thing. Because sometimes when someone grows up being abused, they go one or two ways. Either they'll change for the better, or they'll just think that that's normal and treat their child or children the same exact way, which isn't okay, but I guess they just don't know any better. So, like I said before, if you see something, say something, because child abuse is never okay. Thank you.